Ani's Yung tells Sahib, a ragpicker, half joking that she'll build a school. He takes it seriously. It embarrassed her. Sahib roams the street with army of barefoot boys. First doesn't wear chappals because he don't want to. Second boy wears unmatched shoes. Third wants shoes as he has never wore one. The writer wonders if boys are barefoot as it is a tradition, is the only excuse of perpetual poverty. She remembers a story a man from Udupi told her. As a young boy, he'd stop at a temple to pray for shoes, on way to school. When Anis visited the temple 30 years later, the new priest's son was wearing school dress, socks and shoes. The other boy's prayer was also fulfilled. This proves even priests' sons are wearing shoes, so staying barefoot isn't tradition for ragpickers. Ragpickers live on Simapuri, a place on the periphery, edge, of Delhi. There are mud houses, roofs of tarpaulin, no sewage or running water. For 30 years, more than 10,000 ragpickers live here. They've no identity or permits. They've ration cards that let them vote and buy grain. Children grow up in poverty and become partners in survival, and survival there means rag picking. Through years, rag picking has acquired the status of fine art. They've become trained. For children, garbage is wrapped in wonder. For elders, it's a means of survival. One morning, Sahib stood behind a fence gate, watching two men playing tennis. He too is wearing tennis shoes. Someone gave them to him. They're discarded by some rich boy, perhaps because there is a hole in one. But for Sahib, it's a dream come true. Now Sahib works at a tea stall, and gets 800 rupees a month in all his meals. But he has lost his carefree look. The canister is heavier than his rag picking bag, which was his own. Now, he is not his own master. Mukesh's dream looms like a mirage in the dust of streets of Firozabad. Firozabad is the center of glass-blowing industry. No one in the families know that if law is enforced, it could get the 20,000 children out of the furnaces, often losing their eyesight. Mukesh volunteers the writer to his home. On one side is a vessel of spinach leaves on stove. On ground are more chopped vegetables. A frail young woman is cooking meal. She is in charge of her husband, Mukesh, and their father. Mukesh's grandmother had watched her husband go blind. Families sit in dark hutments welding the pieces. Their eyes are adjusted to dark, so they lose eyesight. Savita sits along an elderly woman. Her hands move like tongs of machine. She has never enjoyed a full meal in her lifetime. Her husband has a roof over his head, which many haven't. The young men echo lament of their elders. Young men avoid organizing as they'll be sent to jail by police. They talk of spirals moving to poverty, to apathy, to greed, to injustice. The writer sees two worlds. 1. Family, caught in poverty, burdened by stigma of caste. 2. Viscous circle of sahukars, middlemen, bureaucrats, politicians. They together have imposed baggage on the child. But Mukesh wants something else. He dreams of cars, but not aeroplanes. Subscribe for more videos.